Peter and Julia wish to marry each other. For each other's company they have found fulfilment and love. They have drawn closer to each other and now wish to affirm their relationship, offer each other security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. Do you, Peter Robert Cullen, take Julia Rose Fiddle here present to be your lawful wedded wife, to be loving, loyal and faithful to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Do you, Julia Rose Siddle, take Peter Robert Cullen here present to be your lawful wedded husband, to be loving, loyal and faithful to him for the rest of your lives together? I do. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Peter Robert Cullen,
to witness that I, Peter Robert Cullen,
do take thee, Julia Rose Siddle,
do take thee, Julia Rose Siddle,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Peter Rob... start again, shall I? To witness that I, Julia
I thought I
Rose Siddle,
that I, Julia Rose Siddle,
take thee, Peter Robert Cullen,
take thee, Peter Robert Cullen,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband. We started it now.
I haven't yet.
My fault.
From me.
Peter and Julia have now chosen this point in the ceremony to make a very special and personal promise to each other. I promise that I, Peter,
I promise that I, Peter,
accept you as my one true love.
accept you as my one true love.
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and love you today, tomorrow and forever.
and love you today, tomorrow and forever.
Through the best and the worst,
Through the best and the worst,
through the difficult and the easy.
through the difficult and the easy.
What may come, I will always be there.
What may come, I will always be there.
As I give you my hand to hold,
As I give you my hand to hold,
so I give you my life to keep.
so I give you my life to keep.
I promise that I, Julia,
I promise that I, Julia,
accept you as my one true love.
accept you as my one true love.
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and love you today, tomorrow and forever.
and love you today, tomorrow and forever.
Through the best and the worst,
Through the best and the worst,
through the difficult and the easy.
through the difficult and the easy.
What may come, I will always be there.
What may come, I will always be there.
As I give you my hand to hold,
As I give you my hand to hold,
so I give you my life to keep.
so I give you my life to keep.
Julia, I give you this ring
Julia, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
May it remind us of this moment
May it remind us of this moment
and the commitment I have made to you.
and of the commitment I have made to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share with you. I got a big one.
Peter, I give you this ring
Peter, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
May it remind us of this moment
May it remind us of this moment
and the commitment I have made to you.
and the commitment I have made to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share with you.
I ask all your family and friends here today, having witnessed this marriage ceremony and your commitments to each other, to join with me in wishing you both success and happiness in your future life together. It therefore gives me great pleasure to Juliet to say, you are now united as husband and wife in marriage, and you so may kiss your beautiful bride.
Thanks for making my life harder than it already was with those speeches. I would like to go slightly against tradition and start with a toast. One, because I'm nervous, and two, because I have the pleasure of saying, here's to you, Peter. This is your only and last day that you'll be centre of attention. I now realise I haven't got a glass. To Peter. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Matty, full-time friend and part-time liability to Peter. I was honoured when Peter asked me to be his best man, until I realised I had to give a speech on the biggest day of his life in front of the closest friends and family. The only experience I had to draw from was when Peter was my best man, but he decided to get drunk and throw away his speech and wing it. So considering that, I would like to think I'm off to a slightly better start. This is my first best man speech, and hopefully my last, to be honest. I did a bit of research into what it should consist of. It's usually 5 minutes into ripping into the groom, 2 minutes I'm complimenting the bride, who I'm sure we'll all agree looks absolutely stunning today, and a 30-second toast. I wish I could stand here and tear into Peter for 7.5 minutes instead, but he's generally one of the nicest lads I know, my best friend, and he's thrown me at the back of more taxis when I've been smashed, and probably dealt with more chew than I've ever given him over the years. He's been there when I've needed him. Even when stepping into the unknown of parenthood, he's always been able to offer a helping hand or a witty remark. But really, me and Demi couldn't ask for a better uncle to Isla. He's been there since the day she was born, and even classes her as his own little princess. But to be honest, I'm not quite sure who is the princess. I wasn't surprised when Peter told me he was marrying Julia. The first night they met, it ended after a few, or maybe a lot of drinks, with Peter declaring that he liked her, and it was probably going to be a love story like the Titanic. Oh, no. He was the poor boy who had found the rich girl, and they were destined to be together. But it's pretty fair to say that this had a slightly better ending. Julia, I have to say, you bring out the best in Peter, and I'm sure we'll both be very happy for the rest of your lives. Today's the day you want to look your best, and you really haven't disappointed. Your dress is amazing, you truly do look beautiful. You two are a perfect match together, and have been through some perfect match together, and been through more than some couples do in a lifetime, but you always come out the other side laughing. It's been a fantastic day, and I'm sure the night time won't disappoint. So I now have the pleasure of raising a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Cullen.
I've waited a long time to say this, but on behalf of me and my wife, thank you for all the gifts and presents we've received. You have been far too generous. Today's meant to be our special day. However, it would not be special enough with all you to share it with us. And thank you for everyone who's travelled a long distance to come be here with us today. We've had this day planned for a very long time, almost 2 years. And I'm sure she started planning it in her head as she used to stare at me across the 80s dance floor, watching what I was doing, like a lioness stalking her prey. But here we are on our wedding day. What people say is the happiest day of your life, and I hope, darling, that you feel that way. We built a beautiful home together and welcomed a beautiful small golden boy into it. I wish he was here. But we've just looked at some photos and he is doing fine. He's made a girlfriend, beautiful Dalmatian. We've laughed and we've cried and we've danced in it. And I can't wait to step back into it tomorrow as husband and wife. Over the years, you've definitely been my biggest critic. And also my biggest fan at times. You've been everything I've needed and more. You've been a friend, a girlfriend, a fiancée, but today you became a bride, and then most importantly, my wife. And on that note, I would like to end this speech by asking everybody to raise their glass to my beautiful new wife, Julia.